After battling Autobots and Maximals to save the world in Transformers, Ascent of the Monsters, work hunting Noah Diaz, Anthony Ramos, out of nowhere has an incredible resume. A pre-credits scene in which former Army Private Diaz is interviewing for a security position with a potential employer, Michael Kelly, that is unnervingly aware of Diaz's secret relationship with warrior Autobot Mirage, voiced by Pete Davidson, and Diaz's heroics in defeating the villainous Unicron in Peru is introduced before the dust has even settled after the final battle in Beasts. A business card bearing the words G.I. Joe is presented to Diaz by the employer as an invitation to join his covert government organization. In the past, comic books and animated series have collaborated on Hasbro toy lines. But does this imply that a highly anticipated G.I. Joe/Transformers crossover movie is in the works? It's crazy, brother. I was really blowing a gasket when I caught wind of the thought. Ramos tells USA Today. If y'all can pull that off, I thought. They did too. Furthermore, it's working out. Ascent of the Monsters chief Stephen Capel Jr. says the G.I. Joe uncover was so arranged. He'd avoided the scene with regard to the film for early test screenings. Capel, who added Joe to the script 2.5 years ago, says, "We were showing people a whole different ending that wasn't G.I. Joe at all." He was particularly amped up for the tech-weighty Joe establishment, which has consolidated gadgets, for example, the exoskeleton gas pedal suit that would mix in flawlessly with the Transformers world. There's a ton to work with in plunging profound into these establishments, says Capel. Lorenzo di Bonaventura, who produces both the Transformers and G.I. Joe film series, says he has for quite some time been searching for a method for uniting the universes. An open door was provided by Rise of the Beasts. According to him, we constructed a story in which the lead character's emotional journey involves getting a job and not getting a break. Therefore, receiving an offer to work for G.I. Joe would be the greatest reward of all time. According to Capel, each franchise's overseeing authority, Paramount Studios, Hasbro, Transformers creator Steven Spielberg, and others had to give their approval. Transformers' Dominique Fishback needed to confront Punch Anthony Ramos more in Ascent of the Monsters. Di Bonaventura says, "Now that we've done this to ourselves, we have to figure out how to do it exactly." He also says that it's too early to give specifics beyond the bold direction that is being developed. The most important thing will be to avoid adding too many characters and stories to universes that are already crowded, like the one with the Maximals in Transformers. According to Di Bonaventura, we can't tell both stories, we won't be able to do any of them well. The last of the 3 G.I. Joe films, Snake Eyes, which did poorly at the box office in 2021, has not even come close to capturing the fan success of Transformers. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that Di Bonaventura intends to initially incorporate the Transformers franchise into the Tried and True series. "We will bring some Joes into our reality," he says. Therefore, Joes, Autobots, and Maximals will make up the following group of characters. Although I hesitate to say plan, I believe that is precisely what will occur. After that, you get to know the characters in Joe, and we have options for the future. It's too soon to say how many Joes and which franchise stars there will be. Channing Tatum, Dwayne Johnson, and Henry Golding have all appeared in previous iterations, but Tatum has made it clear that he does not enjoy the G.I. Joe franchise. Paramount would decide when to do it. Di Bonaventura states, "But we're probably shooting for 2025, noting that it depends on the Hollywood writers' strike. We do not possess a writer or the script. We really want both."